So I'm just gonna add this so that whenever good morning, Leslie. I have myself live on Facebook through my business, and it says that I'm on Zoom. Well, um, so it's situated. Burn a little Palo Santo wood. Get yourself situated. It's a beautiful Sunday here in Florida, Tampa Bay area. I'm already prepped to go outside after this. So around my daughter and go outside. And so but to into my attire. And makeup on today. I got sunscreen on today. Because I need to be outside today. So get yourself prepared. Make a little spot. Make a spot that for your comfort. Whether I like to, say something really great. And make sure that you have an empty bladder. And if any family members with children are with you, or even pets that might I feel my voice is in kind of this work. So remember that if you can't hear me, you have a volume on your side, so that I don't really need to yell. I'm not in my microphone. Um, I'll ask you to hear me clearly. And thumbs up or yes and no. Anybody else on Facebook? Sometimes it could be our hearing, actual hearing, and sometimes it might be our technology. So you might need to turn up your volume on yours. Because all my microphone, I'll plug my mic, see if that helps. So tell me if this helps even more, and I'll figure out where I'm going to put it. There we go. Gotta have your props near. So I'll add in a little bit more of a mic. So if you need a sip of water, if you again need to get something to make you comfortable, maybe it's a blanket nearby, maybe you need to want to light a candle. Some people like to hold rocks or crystals, or some people like to go outside and do this breath work outside. I love breathing with the elements, because all the elements that were inside of us are outside of us, and then the two together are a beautiful support. Okay, I can see my little comments over here in Facebook. So it feels a little delayed, but I can see who's there. I can see you. I answered your question. So today I'd like to start out by expressing gratitude for whoever shows up for this and whoever needs this. Thank you for showing up. I didn't not show up for y'all to go do my day earlier. So those of you who are here now, this is for you. Those of you who push replay later, this is for you. Anytime you need to push replay then that's, you know, what we're here for. So go ahead and get comfortable. Go ahead and, you know, lay on your backs. If you have any back issues, you can stack some pillows underneath your back. You can put your legs up a wall. You can be on your bed with legs on the wall, wherever you need to be comfortable. Make sure your technology is turned off. I even like to say lock your front door, you know, so you can feel like your kids aren't going to leave, your neighbor, you know, well, I guess the neighbor wouldn't be walking in during social distancing, but you never know. Some people aren't really social distancing. So maybe this is a time today, here again, Sunday, April 26, 2020, to reboot, reset your boundaries. I'm going to say that again, reboot, reset your boundaries. So drawing a line in the sand. And then today, can you imagine maybe that line in the sand is like this big heart. So with your imagination, we'll start out today by, can even trace with your finger a heart, and imagine, you can take it slow, imagine as if it's tracing up through your crown chakra, right above you, all around one side of you, down below your feet, coming up with that point all the way up around, back around the other side. So then all of it comes together as one. So it's one big heart all around you. Just you. If you're breathing with somebody next to you, that's awesome. They're doing their own heart. But I want you to take up space instead of, maybe it's an old pattern, an old paradigm of you clump everybody in as one. And then when we clump everybody in as one, that's where the boundaries can get misconstrued, get messy. So getting into the place of coming back to you as an individual, that center of you is spirit, that when we're great, when we're good, when we're showing, when we're okay, you can even do the mudra okay. You can do the mudra with your ring fingers. That's intuition. Those are like kind of my two favorite ones that I go to. Sometimes I'll put them all together. Put them all together is fine. But the remember of when you can make a connector. So if you're holding onto crystals or rocks or stones, I love my rock people, or you don't want to hold on to anything. This is just connecting a finger, a mudra, the oneness within you. So today, just taking a breath somewhere in your body. We're going to get started now. Where do you need that breath? And take a breath from your nose, your mouth, whatever. Somebody's making me sneeze right now. Might need a tissue. Take a breath of clearing, right? So if y'all don't know what a neti pot is, I recommend everybody get a neti pot, N-E-T-I. You can get one off of Amazon. Start doing a neti pot ritual. I need to get back into mine consistently. So that's part of boundaries, is about consistent. Breath is consistent. So taking a breath somewhere in your body, you can even, if you need to start out with one side of your body, you can block off one side of your nose. Do an inhale up through your nose. Exhale. You can switch to the other side. I'm a little stuffy. Exhale. So one side of your body might, need a little bit more attention. So today it's the right side of my body that feels a little bit more clogged. So I'll give that side of my body some more gentleness today, some more gratitude today. And that right side of our body is the masculine, left side of our body is the feminine. So my masculine has been working in overdrive, doing a lot of great work. That's why today, as soon as we're finished, I'm going to go get outside and let the elements reboot me, right? Let my breath in my elements reboot me. But to get out of a certain area to change some energy. So where do you need to change some energy? It could be creating something in your backyard. I know that some of y'all are doing some home projects. So again, breathing now from the other side of your body, the one that might be kind of less clogged, giving that side of your body gratitude for sustaining you. And just coming into this permission place of being with yourself, right? Just coming into this permission place. So if you've just joined, we're just getting ourselves grounded. You can be lying on your backs, getting really comfortable, creating this space of, laying down your intention of, and I do like to say, I haven't said it yet this morning, of like giving the permission of the lies to come up, the laying of the lies. Right? So letting those lies come up, maybe it's, oh, I don't have time to do this for this time. Maybe I should do this later. I don't have time to change my mind on things, right? So giving yourself permission. So we're creating a bubble, a boundary bubble. I trace it with the heart up from above your crown chakra, all around both sides of your body, connecting that point out down below from your feet. Inhale. Oh, I see who just came on, one of my beloveds. So creating space. And if children are making noises, and if animals are making noises, allow them, right? And I want to also say that, to bring out the primal in yourself, to allow yourself to give yourself permission, back to permission, to arrive in you. So maybe on this exhale, on any exhale, you can make a noise. Maybe the bird, some people don't even have animals, but they talk to lizards, right? Maybe you don't hear what the lizard is saying, or hear its expression, but can you imagine the expression, right? So, and if you also have a voice and you're listening, some people might not even have a voice. Are you willing to use your voice? So even if it's just a sigh, you can feel just the schluff coming off of your shoulders, off the back of your spine, off your crown, off of your body. Our biggest organ is our skin. So my skin wants to be out in the sun today. I'm blessed that I get to go to the beach, where somebody, that owns their own beach place. It's private. They can be on the beaches, when you own them, right? So to be blessed to be able to say, hey, I get to go be on a beautiful place of the universe. And I want you to just wrap that place that you love to go, and I want you to mirror it back to you right now. So I love the beach. So I'm going to mirror the beach back to me right now as I'm inside. And I'm going to place it on the biggest organ of me, where, that is, there's no harm, but it's love. So inhaling all of the love, there's something that you just believe in and you love, and you believe in it, and you love it, maybe because you can see it. So I want you to just breathe in. Again, we're just in one inhale and one exhale, just arriving. It's 11:11, FYI, for those of y'all who are into that. We're in, right? They're here, they're with us. So connecting again to your source, connecting to creator, 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 creator. And it's time to, I like in the word creator, there's, different, there's a word eight. I like to see words in words. And it's time that, you see all of what creator is asking you to eat up. We need to eat up the goodness, that good nutrition of the light. So the places where maybe you're not feeling light, maybe you're feeling heavy, maybe you're feeling darkness, maybe you're feeling lonely, maybe you're feeling like you're just missing being out. And then other people who are feeling wonderful and great and amazing because they get to have a shift. So today I want to talk about a paradigm shift. So creator is asking you to come back home. Not only that we're cleaning up this planet, but coming back home to you. In this last few days since we've been together, if you were with me on Wednesday, or if you were with me last Sunday, or maybe if this was your very first time being with us today, and I say us because creator channels through me, Creator channels through you, to give yourself permission today to open one breath at a time. There's a creator in each of us, and it's time to remember who you are. You're made from the great I am. I am. If you don't know about the great I ams, we can talk about that in more of just remembering that I am is Om. Om is home. Om is creator in you. Om is that love. Om is that light. Om is home. Om is the temple. Om is that place where you find peace. Om is the place where you find abundance. I am is there. So on an inhale, you can maybe even do an I. Maybe just exhale and relax. Am. I am. You can even say that out loud to yourself, right? So remembering who you are. All the great masters say you need to ask ourselves every day, who am I? Right? Because when we don't remember who we are, we get lost out in the world and we start getting lost in all the dysfunctions, and we unravel our boundaries. We unravel our I always talk about having a 7-star instead of thinking about a 5-star. We have at least 7 chakras on the inside of us and more on the outside. So I want you to breathe in your 7-star self today. And if you're ready, then those of y'all who already do know this breath work that we're going to do, it's an active breath work. We're going to inhale into our lower extremities, belly button down. Big inhale through the mouth. Exhale, lower extremities. All mouth breathing. I want you to hear yourself. In your home, if you don't feel safe enough to hear your expression at home, then this is where we need to begin. This is where the issues in your tissues begin. Come back home, that it's time to feel safe at home. And ask yourself, why don't you feel safe in your home? What's the energy in there that's, kind of getting your attention? Is it you? Is it another energy outside of you? And then giving yourself permission to call Creator back today, now, to come help you. So I already feel y'all's energy. I already feel some of y'all's hearts just really, concaving and hurting. So I want you to take a breath into your heart. Open up your wings, open up your expression, open up the back of your heart. And as if you can imagine opening up a big slider door. I like those big farm doors. Slide open the front of your heart. Slide open the back of your heart right now, and just let some cross breathes in. Inhale. Exhale. Ah. The sound in the heart is ah. Inhale, ah. Exhale, ah. Ah. So if you're already vibrating, if you have goosebumps, you can feel your essence. You can feel your spirit. I can feel y'all. I mean, y'all are all poof. Light the fire. Turn the candle on in your heart's imagination, in your heart home. Turn on the light. Inhale. If you're not vibrating or tingling, that's okay. Breathe. You're doing excellent. Inhale. Exhale. So open up the ocean inside of you. We're made up mostly of water, at least 75% water. So I want you to open up the floodgates of your ocean. I want you to walk right up to the edge of your ocean line. Maybe it's a river, maybe it's an ocean. Just go to your favorite place of water right now. Could be your favorite shower place. It could be your favorite bathtub. Water. I want you to just find some water. And I want you to mirror that water back with you right now. And I want you to pull it up through your neck and your head and breathe. Inhale up through. Exhale. Open up the water into your intellect. Exhale. I like to do horse exhale. Your intellect has been on overdrive, especially if you have been freaking out or worrying or have a lot of concerns or discomfort around change. Inhale. Exhale. And I want you to go get yourself into that water right now, because we're going to float. I want you to go, if you've ever been in one of the in an ocean, in any buoyancy of water, if you have any fear around water, then I want you to just imagine my hands are right underneath you, and Creator's hands are right underneath you, and we're supporting your spine, your tailbone, right underneath your neck, right underneath your heart, that you're not alone. You need to put a little floaty underneath your knees. You need to put a little floaty underneath your neck. It's time to feel safe into your ocean. That's what you're mainly made of. Because if you're not, if you do not feel safe with you, then there lies the issues in your tissues. And when you have issues in your tissues, disease grows, diseases, that's where a lot of cancer is. That's where a lot of illnesses, that's where a lot of viruses. When our immune system is not happy, our immune system lives in our spine. Our spine needs to come back. I think I definitely was a mermaid. Our spine needs to come back, into the buoyancy of the fluidity of water. So I want you to, imagine, wherever you're, laying on the ground, on your bed, on the floor, maybe you're actually in your pool. If you bring anything in your pool, please only do it if you're a great swimmer. I do breath work in the water. I can't wait to get back into doing that into groups when we can come back together. But put a floaty underneath your neck. You can even put one underneath your belly. You can put one underneath your knees, your ankles, and you can get real comfortable. You can get on a floaty. And here we begin. I want you to take a big inhale from the belly button down. Inhale, big inhale. Send that next inhale up through your heart, your thoracic body. Inhale. And then exhale out your throat, your neck, your ears, top of your head. Ha. And keep going. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hips. Inhale, back of your heart. Exhale where you don't feel safe in the ocean of you. Ha. Inhale, it's time to walk back into the currents of you. Inhale, it's safe to walk back into the currency of you. And exhale out any place where you have felt lack in your current, in your ocean. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. So you could have so much money in the bank account, but when you have been having a flow, what you're used to of a flow coming in, when you've had that taken away, it can feel like maybe some old patterns of lack from when you were younger, or your parents, or another lifetime, and you can forget how abundant you are, right, in our third dimension. So right now, I want you to just go say, bless my little heart to my third dimension. I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. And I want you to allow your third dimension to just, lay on one side of you. Maybe you need to put her on the left side of you. Let your feminine come and lay on your one side. Let your masculine come and lay on the other side. Yep, some of y'all just really likes that, right? So now you can come back into the remembrance of the abundancy of the currency of the divine, of spirit, that is not third dimension, has nothing to do with your bank account. I looked at my third dimension, looked at an account the other day, and I went, ah! Right? And then my higher dimension started laughing. Like, oh, please, you little earthling, remember who you are, my dear. Bless your little heart. Bless your little heart. Let me remind you. So reminding ourselves is our job in every breath, right? So I want you to come into the dimension of creator and the divine that's right here, into your heart, into every breath, into your ocean. Put another log on your fire, lighting how big you are. So go ahead and breathing. I am big. I am big. I am big. I am divine. I am divine. I am divine. Everything is always said in threes. I am abundant. I am abundant. I am abundant. And so feel that connection, that connector with the divine of your abundance now. Keep breathing. Keep connecting. Can you feel all the elements? Can you feel the warmth of grandfather sun? Can you feel the abundance of grandmother moon? Can you feel the support of Mother Earth? Can you feel the blanket of love around Father Sky, the divine? Can you feel the divine all in you? Can you feel the divine in your masculine? Can you feel the divine in your feminine? And can you pull it all the way in? Feel the divine in your teeth. Feel the divine of the words coming out your lips. So a few of y'all, I was meditating beforehand, and a few of all of us earthlings in our third dimension, but always need to remember, to hone in and pay attention to the words that are being said into the intellect. So if there's some words that are not serving you, that's because they're lies. I want you to go gather those lies right now. I can't go have a great day until I go gather the lies. Otherwise, those lies take over the day. So that's why it's easier to exercise, because then you don't have to spend all the rest of the 24 hours of the day thinking about, oh man, I should have, oh, I could have. But then remember, there's the day of rest. And there's different ways on different days your body needs to exercise, that there's not one way all the time. Open up to all the floodgates of that creator is taking you in so many ways. And I want you to open up to all the gateways past the third dimension. Go further, go deeper, go further, go deeper. So if you need to speed up your breath, speed up your breath. This is where you can become the actor, the actress, but this isn't faking it. We're going to face it till we make it. This is where we're pushing ourselves. Let me put on a song for y'all. So if you have a little bit of a headache, if this is just feeling like, oh, it's feeling a little heady, if you're feeling dizzy, awesome. You're moving karma. You're just going to move some karma. Karma isn't a bad thing. Karma is, we always need to I like to always say, take out the trash, right? Take out the trash of the waste, the dis-ease. And then then our karma is happy, Jason Mraz, Details in the Fabric. I haven't played this one in a long time. I do pay for all of my music. Breathe. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Breathe. See what my speaker wants to do. Breathe. Anytime I'm talking or stop for anything, breathe, because sometimes that's just energy wanting to stop goodness, right? Have you ever been doing something great and all of a sudden, right? It's kind of like what this pandemic feels like to some people. But are you willing to allow it to turn it into something great? There's always another way. If there's a will, there's a way. So I'll find a will. I'll find a way. Because that's the divine in us. How bad do you want it? How bad is Spirit saying push, push, mush, mush, push, push, mush, mush. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Go into the web. Go into the stickiness. Go into the heaviness. Go into the place where maybe you're beating yourself up because maybe you got off track a little bit. Maybe you put on a few extra pounds during being inside, even though you've been exercising. Will you give yourself a break? But will you go get yourself? Go gather yourself. Maybe you haven't been writing. Maybe you haven't been making contacts. You can still be doing a lot of great things. Maybe you haven't been resting. Some of y'all needed to go back home to rest. Have you been resting? I have to put rest in my schedule because when I'm creative, I can just lose sight of time. But then my third dimension does need rest. Rest. It's safe to rest. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. So we just ask those lies to just go their own way. The divine, hand them over to the divine. The divine says, give me your freaking lies. Sunday, I'm not going to cuss. Give me your freaking lies because they were never yours to keep. We're the ones holding on to them. So if you want to cuss, cuss, right? I always say you have to get the one F word out before you can get to the faith, the other F word. Sometimes it feels like a fake until you remember your faith, and then we faith it the whole way. We don't have to fake it anymore. The help is our faith. Go get it. Put it in that darkness. Put it in those boundaries where you need help. If you have a hard time saying no to people, then breathe. If you have a hard time saying no to yourself, maybe you don't have willpower. You need to go get that right now. I'm blessed that I have good willpower, but the only way that I have good willpower is because I discipline myself. The way to discipline yourself is you have to become this disciple to yourself. What do you become? What is a disciple? A disciple is somebody who is in a practice. So what practice do you need in your life? Inhale. Safe to spend time breathing with you. Inhale, it's safe to spend time connecting with spirit. Exhale out every place where maybe somebody never taught you that, or you were taught it in a way that didn't serve you. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe your first teachers didn't have good boundaries. So then you don't have good boundaries. Maybe your first teachers weren't connected to the divine. Then you didn't know how to connect to the divine. Exhale. It's safe to begin again. It's safe to start over now because you can. Keep putting that heart boundary around you. Keep putting that heart boundary around you. Before you can put it around your unit of your family and your unit around your community, you have to put it around yourself first. Then the lies attack you less. The energies outside attack you less. Breathe. Put a smile in that heart. Breathe. 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 So I want you to go think about your something uncomfortable that spirit, the divine creator, is asking you to create and do and be in this time. It's why you got to go back home to clean up your web, to take out your trash. Inhale. Inhale. Hand it over to the divine. It might make you uncomfortable. Awesome. That's actually the place you need to be. So some of y'all's throats are trying to close right now because I can feel it in mine. Maybe you need to take a sip of water. Maybe you need to cough. Maybe you need to yell. Maybe you need to do the, I always love my horse on the end. I'm about to sneeze for somebody in Germany. They say that when you sneeze, that means you're on to something good. So let it go. Sometimes that hardest thing is your breakthrough. That hardest thing is your breakthrough. That hardest thing is your breakthrough. Be grateful for the tough right now because you're moving the disease out. Don't stay stuck there. Go get it. You can even ask Spirit right now, Spirit, what are you, I can't, if you can't hear Spirit, say, Spirit, I can't hear you. I need you to come in me now. Spirit, I can't hear you through this hard. Can you come in me now? Open up to the divine. Open up to the divine. You have to open up to the divine. The divine is already in there, but are you willing to again open up that front door? Open up that back door and let the cross breeze come through. The divine is there. The light is there. You just need to get that disciplined self in you. That's why in the ocean, all of our sea creatures, we swim forward, right? We're moving forward. We're moving forward. I mean, we can move backwards and we can flip around, but we keep moving forward. We keep moving forward. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. What are the words that are messing you up, that are tripping up your boundaries? What are those numbers that are tripping you up? Maybe it's the number in your bank account that's tripping you up. Again, it doesn't matter how much you have or how little you have. If you're feeling a contract, a constriction, then let's go there. And if there's some contracts that you need to finish, let's finish them. If there's some contracts you need to break and rip up, let's do it. So you can come back into the alignment of you. Inhale, it's safe to come to you. Inhale, the you and I of the divine. Inhale. Exhale, any place where you are disconnected. Think about a plug-in. When we're fully plugged in, we're in spirit. So how's your connector? Are you just partway plugged in? Are you hanging by a thread? Breathe. 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 Let go. Let go. Let go. Think about your favorite color. Push yourself. What's a feeling that's got you feeling heavy, ugly, uncomfortable, disease-filled? So on the count of 3, let's do a sound, a yell, something, because my throat is still a little cloggy, and that somebody that's listening might, maybe somebody wants to yell at their mate or their child and they feel guilty about that, right? Maybe you want to yell at yourself and you've been doing that your whole life. So I'm gonna push pause for a minute. Give yourself permission to hear yourself yell. And if you can't really yell, maybe you're in home and you can't really yell. If you have a blanket or a pillow, you can put it over your mouth. You can do a little yell. Get my crown pillow. So on the count of 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. And then on the count of 3, you can give yourself a big old laugh. 1, 2, 3. You might have to fake it. Ha ha, hoo hoo, hee hee, ha ha. And then start breathing again. If you need to yell again, yell again. If you need to laugh again, laugh again. If you need to fart, fart. If you need to burp, burp. And keep going. Ha. Ha. Fall in love with yourself. You want somebody to fall in love with you and make love to you. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what size you are. It doesn't matter as long as you fall in love with you. If you love you, everybody loves you. If you don't love you, then it makes it hard to feel other people's love. They might be loving you, but you can't feel it because you don't love you. Come back home to love. Give you a little tail. Where's your tail in love? What's got you? You're amazing. You're made from Creator. Come back home to that amazing you. Put your crown back on. Put your connector back on. Where are you flying alone when maybe there's somebody who wants to collaborate with you, but you needed to get out of an old paradigm. You needed to change your mind on some things. Clear, because you can. Creator put you in charge. Have you ever been called bossy or the boss? Are you the boss? And remembering that the first boss, the first job, the first career is you. You. Right here. You. Inhale. It's safe to clean up the old paperwork, the old paradigm, the old stinking thinking of thoughts. It's safe to write new contracts. What are your dreams? Where is Spirit asking you to go? I know a few of y'all are saying, ooh, and I can get out of here. I'm going to do this, this, and this. Check in. Is it of a high vibration? You can work with yourself. You can work with anyone else as long as it's a high vibration. Maybe there's some people in your business that aren't of a high vibration, and it might feel uncomfortable to let some people go once you do come back to work. And that can feel really cruddy when people need work. But remembering that your place of business is never going to fully succeed if you have energies that are always going to be pulling you down. Maybe there's going to be some divorces happening because there's some energies that just aren't working together anymore. Maybe more people are going to start, some people are going to get closer during this time because they're allowing the old stinking thinking to release out of their vortexes, out of their energies, out of their homes, out of their temples, out of their relationships. The breakdown can be your biggest breakthrough. What's the breakthrough that is just asking you to see it? Just asking you to see it. It's already there. The breath just is cleaning up all the places. It's like cleaning out the pipes when the plumber comes in, or just cleaning out your pipes, pulling, pushing all the stinking thinking lies out of you. The uncomfortable to get comfortable. If you've been eating some things that every time you're like, oh, that brings me a bellyache or heartburn, if you're drinking some things or eating some things, but yet you're still eating and drinking them. Are you willing to fly out of that paradigm? Just because your mate, your children, your family, your whomever likes to eat it or drink it doesn't mean you have to. Maybe it works for their belly. Maybe it works for their heart, but it doesn't work for yours. Are you willing to take back that boundary put your crown on, put your heart boundary on, that you have to take care of the business of you. We are supposed to be in the business of us. When we're in the business of other people, that's usually when drama happens. So it's when people say, get out of my business. This is a follow-up to that last time. Get out of my business. Get into your business. Get into your business. So what business do you need to still work on for the rest of this breath work? We have a good 18 minutes left together. I want y'all to give me push y'all a little bit more with some breath. Then we'll switch it to some easy stuff. Oh wait, that's gonna come later. Then we're gonna push it to some easy breath, but I want you to come back into the remembrance of you. Write your dreams again today. It's beautiful. It doesn't matter wherever you are, if it's raining or if it's nighttime when you listen to it. It's a beautiful day because you are alive. It's a beautiful day because you have breath. It's a beautiful day because you have choice. So you can say to yourself, I have permission to bring back choice into my life. I choose love. I choose creator. I choose the truth. I choose to let go of the lies. Inhale, pull it up. Inhale, pull it up. Exhale, look up and give it to the divine. Look up, open up your vortex. Keep looking up at that North Star that is always saying, I've got you, I've got you, I've got you. Look up to the truth. Breathe, breathe. Let go. Inhale. Inhale, heart. Exhale, the brain. Inhale, open up to your vortex even more. Inhale, open up to more love. Exhale out the place of the brain that hasn't even opened up yet. We don't even use so much of our brain. Inhale, it's safe to open up and learn new things. Inhale, it's safe to open up, moving past the uncomfortable. Exhale, all the places where maybe you might be caring about what other people think that's getting in your way. Third dimension, let it go. Inhale, inhale, exhale. I'm sweating now. We're in, right? That heat that it's allowing you to remember to melt away all the old things that don't serve you. If you're cold, let the fear come up. Don't push the fear away. Don't be like, motherfucker, it's still here. Say, yay, grateful fear. Yay, grateful fear. Yay, grateful fear, you're here. Come be next to me. I'll allow you to come up. I'll look up and remember to give my fear to Creator. It's not mine to keep. Let it out your jaws. Let it out your mind. Open up your third eye. Open up that heart. Open up that belly. Open up. Shake your body around if you need to. Do some stretches if you need to. Let it go. Open up. Open up. Closed doors, closed fists only create more lack. I'll say that again. Closed doors, closed fists create your lack. So meaning a closed door, meaning that you have closed a door that Creator, every time Creator is taking you to something and you keep closing the door, Creator's going to keep bringing you back to one, to either finish it. Maybe it's something you need to finish. Or two, maybe it's something that Creator is saying, hey, I need you to, I'm bringing you here. But that fear is holding you back. So I want you to just allow all the discomfort, the uncomfortable, the tears, the anger. Like a few of y'all need to yell again, do some grunts, do some breathing again. I can feel it in you. That it's safe to get really uncomfortable. It's safe because it needs to come up. It's like when you're sitting on the toilet and it's real uncomfortable, and then it gets comfortable. Had to add a little humor in there. What are you eating that's making you uncomfortable? And where are you willing to get comfortable? There's so many recipes. Pick a recipe that is uncomfortable. I'll say macaroni and cheese. And then go find a better version of macaroni and cheese. I make amazing vegan macaroni and cheese now, gluten-free vegan macaroni and cheese now, because I love macaroni and cheese, but the old recipes just didn't work for me. My belly didn't like it. Doesn't mean you give up. Maybe there's another way. And in that way, you help many. It's not just for us, it's to help many. What can you do to help not only yourself, help somebody else? Maybe your craft can help somebody else. If I didn't go live and I stayed small, I wouldn't be able to help some of y'all that maybe are fearful to make an appointment for yourself or to put yourself out there to heal you. I was listening to something yesterday. It was talking about, you know, this stuff that, like, I'll say in my world that I do is too woo-woo. But yet every time when somebody's in fear or scarcity or anxiety or depression, where do you think people go? To spirit. So you can go ahead and say an old paradigm thinking that spirit is woo-woo. Let it go. And go ahead and say, I am woo-woo because I have spirit in me. And that there's nothing wrong with being woo-woo. Because woo-woo, woo-woo. I mean, think about what an owl does all day long. Woo, woo. Who are you when you go into you? Who are you when you allow Creator to just come flow all the way through you? And that'll be a beautiful risk taking for some people to let the old ego paradigm thinking out of the way and say, who am I when I am listening and trusting what Spirit is saying and asking and guiding me? Who am I when I don't give up on myself? Who am I when I remember there is more than I know? Who am I when I trust more than I know? That's spending time with you. That spending time with you is spending time with Spirit. The only way we can get to know ourselves is spending time with Spirit. So if you haven't already, you can switch to a 1 inhale and a 1 exhale. Still staying very open. This can be one of the most powerful parts of your breathwork session. Really allowing all the etheric bodies of you right outside of you. Really relax. Maybe you had something on your agenda today that might need shifting. What is Spirit asking you to do just for today? Instead of what maybe the list had you asking you to do. Beyond third dimension, what is Spirit asking you to choose? The song might get a little revved up, but there's still something in your body, or if you want to start a little dance, sometimes breathwork can get people excited, or if you know the song, you can sing it. You want to stretch, you can stretch. If you want to relax, you can relax. You get to choose. I choose love. I choose gratitude. I choose abundance of spirit. I choose miracles. I choose the art flowing from my heart to just pour today. I choose divine connections to happen today. I choose to give myself a break today. I choose to play today. I choose to float in my chakras today. All those energy vortexes supporting me, feeling that support within me. Choosing to feel that electricity inside you, vibration, heat, warmth, tingly, love, excitement, giddy, happy, peaceful, joyful. Start with one, just one thought, and let it ripple. Let it ripple. And when you feel a ripple from someone else, let it in. And then let it back, ripple out to someone else. So we start it, we give it, we receive it. It's like a big, beautiful triangle. I'm so grateful for y'all. I'm so grateful for you wanting to shine brighter on this earth. I'm so grateful for being connected, light workers, light beings, spiritual beings in this earth body together. Whether we see each other in the physical or talk to each other in the physical, just knowing that we're in this together is comforting, is loving. You're never alone. You're always in the oneness of love with the divine. So I'm going to pick a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck today. I'm going to cut the deck again. You can put your intentions in it. It's a message for you individually and as a collective for this day, just for today, Sunday, April 26, 2020. The best day of your life is today. You know why? Because you are here now, breathing, living, seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, expressing, knowing. Feel the gratitude in that. Ooh, dragonfly spirit. I have a dragonfly on me somewhere in this shirt. My beach cover up. Maybe I'll put the dragonfly up here for y'all. Wait, what number is it? 22. course. Wait, Instagram just went down because it was an hour. I guess it just does an hour. Put it back on. Give it a minute to get back on. Take a sip of my protein shake. Sorry, Danielle, I think Instagram shuts off after an hour. You didn't miss anything. I wouldn't let that happen. I'm going to give just another minute to let some people that were on come back on so we can hear the card reading together. Drink my protein shake. Get some good nutrition in for y'all today. Picked up some fresh fish, red snapper yesterday. I'm going to go get some more. So just going back into a comfortable state. Think about your favorite color. Maybe favorite color, what color dragonfly are you? So the card that we chose, sorry Instagram, we fell off. I haven't read the card yet. So think about your favorite color. This one is a blue dragonfly, blue-green. What color is your favorite color? And I want you to imagine that that's the dragonfly of you. And put it right here. 22. Dragonfly spirit. Dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusion. Truth transcends illusion. Dragonfly spirit is here to remind you of the wisdom and truth available at all times in the hidden realms. Just as dragonfly catches your eye with its reflective wings and body, dragonfly spirit appears to tell you to pay attention to the truth beyond the illusion and recognize the insights that come seemingly out of nowhere, peeking through from behind the veil. In the realm of spirit, there is far more wisdom than you can perceive with your senses. And there is a deep knowing that you are not separate or alone, for a higher power recognizes you and loves you beyond measure. I mean, isn't that funny? That's what we've been talking about all day, all morning. Fears dissipate as you realize you are embraced. Oh, I'm going to start over because there was a couple that were on here earlier that just kind of got back on. Sorry, Instagram, it shuts off after a little bit. I didn't get too far in the card. Dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusion. Dragonfly spirit is here to remind you of the wisdom and truth available at all times in the hidden realms. Just as dragonfly catches your eye with its reflective wings and body, dragonfly spirit appears to tell you to pay attention to the truth beyond the illusion and recognize the insights that come seemingly out of nowhere, peeking through from behind the veil. In the realm of spirit, there is far more, use my little card, there's far more wisdom than you can perceive with your senses. And there is a deep knowing that you are not separate or alone, for a higher power recognizes you and loves you beyond measure. Fears dissipate as you realize you are embraced by the nurturing force that is everywhere, always in communication with you, always. A lightning when you are preoccupied, Dragonfly Spirit offers this message. You exist in the unity with all, including the protective spirits who share their wisdom. And you are being nudged along the path. Let me read this again. This is what happens when energy is doing something. It doesn't want you to be able to see or hear, but I keep pushing forward. You exist in unity with all, including the protective spirits who share their wisdom. And you are being nudged along the path your soul needs to travel to have the experiences it craves. Love exists in many forms, and sometimes we overlook it when we don't recognize it in a particular form. Pay attention to the signs. They remind you that each of us have inspired dreams seamlessly sewn in the fabric of the invisible world. And there is a great consciousness that exists in the seemingly empty spaces, guiding us on our journey. Open to the truth, letting the wisdom of the hidden realms inform you, providing insights your conscious mind overlooks. And your protective message. Did you really think this world of the senses is all there is? From the hidden mystical realms, signs are being sent to you, but perhaps you have perceived separation and convinced yourself that you are on your own. So third dimensional. Have you fallen into spiritual amnesia and forgotten your connection to a living, loving, always supportive universe? If so, rub the sleep out of your eyes, for Dragonfly Spirit is here to remind you of all the love and support available to you in every moment. I'm going to add every breath. There is an organizing principle underlying the events you have experienced, and Dragonfly Spirit can help you see it and trust that Spirit has your back. Let go of the illusion of chaos and randomness. Love is here. So follow the signs that appear serendipitously as you pay attention to the magic all around you. You will know you are on the right track. So there's your message for today. There's your hour breath work for the day. You can always push replay. It'll be on my business page on my Facebook. I'll also get it on my YouTube channel tomorrow. So anytime you want to keep doing this, or you want to do it again, or you didn't hear something, I'm trying to keep uploading my stuff on my YouTube channel. Enjoy yourself today. Let me do our ending prayer. Put your hand somewhere on your body that you need love, healing. You need to remember that you are love. You need to remember that you are not alone. You need to remember to not stay so third dimension. You need to always remember that your mama and your daddy and your grandpappy and your grandmommy and all your highest masters and all your aunties and uncles and cousins of all the elements of the universe and all the galaxies are here to support you, no matter where you are. You are loved. You are light. You are amazing. You are joy. You are a child of this universe, never forgotten, always loved, inspired with every breath of your knowingness and your consciousness, to allow yourself to push through every place in an old paradigm subconsciousness that no longer serves you. You have your friend's will and power to remember the willpower to be the disciplined disciple, to cut through all darkness, stay in all light in every way and every day. You are the love of the universe. Go in peace. Go in love. Play in the sun, play in the moon, Play in the rain, play in the air, play in the light. Play, play, play. We're going to end with 3 ahos, which means amen, namaste, and all that. Beautifulness together. Aho, aho, aho. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Love you guys. I'm gonna go snatch my daughter right now. I don't get to see her too often. And blessed to go to a private beach to play in the sand and the sun. I've been inside, I feel like, for 2 months. So I encourage y'all to play somewhere today and have fun. I love you. Love you. See you on Wednesday for Breathwork, 7:30 Eastern. And again next Sunday. And I love you guys. I love you, Naples. I love you, LA. I love you, Tampa. I see who's here. Anybody else I can't see that's here. I love everybody. And thank you for showing up for you. And thank you for allowing me to play with you, because I'm still playing. Thank you. Thank you. Go big, because you can. Because you can, because you can.